Example 3. We're going to solve the system of inequalities by graphing where y is greater than -1 and y is less than or equal to 7x plus 1. We've got two equation types here. Let's remember what they are. Our first inequality is y equals a number. And we remember from previous lessons that this is going to be a horizontal line. Nice and flat through the y-axis. Our second inequality is a slope-intercept form of the inequality where you have to find your y-intercept and then you have to use your slope to move from there. Okay, let's begin this process together. Our first inequality of y greater than -1 is a horizontal line. And because it is strictly greater than, we know it is going to be a dotted line, where we have to shade above due to it being greater than. So let's place that line on the coordinate plane. -1 here on our y-axis. And we'll put a couple of points there along with it. Grabbing our straight edge, we're going to make a dotted line. Being careful not to run on autopilot of just connecting your dots. Okay. So now let's look at our second, shading, haha. So we need to shade above. Just straight up from your line. There you go. Okay, now let's look at our second inequality, where y is less than or equal to 7x plus 1. Our y-intercept, b, is 1, and our slope is 7. We know that 7 needs to be a fraction to help us with our slope. It's positive, so it will travel up and to the right. Our less than or equal to inequality symbol tells us that we are going to have a solid line. And because it is less than, we are going to shade below. Okay, let's graph. The y-intercept is +1. There it is. And the slope is 7. So up 7 units from 1 to the right 1. To get a third point, just to make it easy to draw our line and plot more points, we're going to put the car in reverse, so to speak, and travel down and to the left 7 units. And there we are. So now I've got 3 points, making it pretty easy to break out my straight edge. We learned from our symbol that this is going to be a solid line, so you can run a nice autopilot solid line. And then we're going to shade below the line. So if you put your marker on your line, or your pen or your pencil on your line, below your line will be this region over here to the right. Below your line. And finally, we say, okay, so where's my solution set? It's where my two colors overlap. And that is here in this mostly the first quadrant, but not only the first quadrant and not all of the first quadrant. So it comes down to this y equals -1 and then stops there. And there you go.